There were indications that Floyd Mayweather would eventually sustain an injury when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd decided to have a light sparring session, so Pacquiao made sure he did. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao met at Manny's training camp in Las Vegas, where he engaged in various exercises like jogging, sit-ups, push-ups, shadow boxing, and others, along with Cam Binham and other celebrities who have trained with Manny Pacquiao. After that, he and Pac-Man went to the gym and agreed to have a light sparring session. He had Floyd Mayweather seriously hurt because the sparring was stopped in the middle. Manny was more aggressive than Floyd because Floyd was primarily on defense, but he caught him in the corner and gave him some combinations that caused Floyd Mayweather's rib to hurt so badly that he needed first aid in the ring. Fans who watched the video on social media believed it was Manny's way of getting even with Floyd after whatever had happened between them in. Eventually, Manny found a method to exact revenge on Floyd. I hope they could have an exhibition or something, because I'm confident Manny would beat Floyd because he seemed more energetic. A supporter wrote, "Great to see Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather in the ring again. I wish they really had that fight early enough." But that was never his goal because Floyd had already apprehended Manny and delivered some solid blows to him. In addition to making headlines, former Cal defensive back Cameron Binham trained with boxing legend Manny Pacquiao ahead of his World Boxing Council welterweight title on July 19th. Last week, Binham opened a training camp in Los Angeles to train with the man known as the Philippines sports hero, Pacquiao, whom he called, "my favorite boxer forever." Being half Filipino, Binham obviously did road work and abdominal exercises with Pacquiao and discussed how taxing it was.
Excuse me, I'm gonna squeeze by. Thank you. Hello. You good?
When asked who was the better athlete, Binham responded, "This is why he's the GOAT. Either Tom Brady or Manny Pacquiao, Michael Jordan or Manny Pacquiao, a BMGG athlete," remarked according to Manny Pacquiao, "Bayam is the best athlete of all time, and I am confident that he will complete the task," said of Pacquiao in his battle with Barrios, despite the fact that the 30-year-old Barrios is a huge fan.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I don't care how old anybody tries to say anything is, like, that's fast for anybody in their prime. Never took a step back. I've been watching him for years. Been my favorite boxer forever, obviously, me being half Filipino, so that's this is a big moment for me being able to see this in person, but the fact that he hasn't slowed down a step, and he's still in crazy shape, and it's only week 1 of training camp for him, so it's really day 1 of him running this hill.
When asked for his prediction for the fight, Binham remarked, "Binham round, I say 12 but unanimous UD," said Binham, predicting a unanimous decision. Binham attempted to stay with Pacquiao throughout his intense stomach exercises. Binham also worked out with Pacquiao on the way.
I made it. It was a mind game for me, but the fact that this is routine for him and the whole team, the fact that they can do this, still have to go do the ab workout after, still go do shadow boxing, then got to go back to the gym later. So this is major respect, and this is why people are great, and this is why we see Manny's great and still great, and that's why I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to go out there and get the job done.
That's amazing. Yeah. Great set, but I got to tell you this. I always tell people that Manny at 46 is faster than most 26. You're a professional athlete, top of your game.
According to a report by The Ring, Pacquiao first went to the neighborhood park in the Fairfax district to perform modest aerobic exercises as part of his regular training regimen in the U.S. Before facing Barrios on July 19, 2025, in Las Vegas, Nevada, the 46-year-old legend will have just 2 months to get ready.
Manny, I think Rolly has the WBO 147 title. He says you're his legacy fight. Rolando, he says you're his legacy fight.
You can't teach speed, you can't teach power. It's God, from God, that's it. People can work on speed their whole life, they're not going to be fast.
Following his defeat in the senatorial contest, Filipino boxing legend Manny Pacquiao and coach Freddie Roach began their preparations for his rematch against American champion Mario Barrios at the Wild Card Gym in Los Angeles. Manny Pacquiao started his training camp at the Wild Card Gym in Los Angeles, USA, and shifted his attention to his impending big fight against Mario Barrios. On his official YouTube channel, Pacquiao posted a video of himself exercising at the Wild Card Gym. The sport's only 8-division world champion was surrounded by well-known names and included a reunion with his longtime instructor Freddie Roach.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, Manny.
Boss,
Miss you.
you're looking in tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, young, sturdy. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
His son Jimuel, who is currently based in the U.S. to pursue his dreams of becoming a professional boxer, was also present on his first day back. Pacquiao is MP Promotions President Sean Gibbons, along with his assistant coach, Bob Boy Fernandez, and personal assistant, David Season. Midway through the video clip that was uploaded, Mark Magzio, the former World Boxing Council featherweight champion, was also observed taking notes on Pacquiao's training routine. On Wednesday, Roach shared pictures of himself and Pacquiao working together on Instagram, evoking the good old days.
Roger Fernandez. Si Roger Fernandez.
The two last collaborated when Pacquiao defeated Cuban Eurydice Yugas in his final professional bout in August 2021 by unanimous decision. Pacquiao 46 and Roach 65 then started light training, which included shadow boxing, punching bag work, and mint sessions, culminating in an August 2 62 win-loss draw card with 39 knockouts. Since he is 46 years old and facing a 16-year-old Barrios, Pacquiao's decision to come out of retirement and challenge Barrios for the World Boxing Council welterweight title, the only 8-division champions in the world, was greeted with outrage and even hatred. Despite the considerable age difference, 30-year-old Barrios has a February 1, 29 win-loss tie slate with 18 knockouts against a boxer in the prime of his career. When asked about the situation when he arrived at Los Angeles International Airport on Monday, Manny Pacquiao responded with a quick laugh. "I'm not worried at all, don't worry about it." Another familiar face was back with Pacquiao's training team as the Filipino legend prepares to return from retirement to face welterweight champion Mario Barrios.
You think it's impossible for him to beat Mario Barrios right now?
Well, it's not impossible because he has power. That he should have that power. Barrios is big and a strong boy, so I don't see that happening. But is it possible? Anything's possible. George Foreman did it. There's been others that do it. But
Australian Justin Fortune, Pacquiao's strength and conditioning coach for years, has also reported for duty at Pacquiao's training base in Los Angeles. He is prepared to ensure that the 46-year-old Pacquiao will be in top physical condition as he attempts to defy the odds and win Barrios' World Boxing Council welterweight title in their fight, which is reportedly scheduled for July 19th in Las Vegas. Pacquiao and his team arrived in Los Angeles 2 days ago, and the following day the Filipino southpaw got back to work right away, joining Freddie Roach at the Wild Card Gym for a quick workout to combat jet lag.
Very important fight.
But Manny looks good. I saw a little video. He looks in shape.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's strong.
What do you think of the people? They're making so much of his exhibition in Japan. The exhibition he had with Akpo. Why do you think they're making a lot of it? They say he didn't look good.
That is a real exhibition for...
He may experience jet lag tomorrow, but according to Los Angeles-based boxing video journalist Eli Sekbak, Pacquiao will attempt to surpass his own record, which he set in 2019 when he defeated Keith Thurman to become the oldest welterweight world champion at 40. It will be a difficult task against Barrios, who is 30 years old, 5 feet 9 inches, in his prime, and more active. The shorter Pacquiao will once again need to rely on speed, which Fortune said is still there. He did lose a beat still fast anyway, but we just have to set his training schedule because he's not 25 anymore, he added. Fortune then went on to hype Pacquiao's impending boxing comeback, even comparing the former 8-division world champion to Michael Jordan, who is regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time.
Money in the last year. But this coming fight on July 19, this is a real fight. Yeah, this is a big fight.
So they're gonna see a different Manny.
Yeah. I promise as a head coach, of course, all the team fucking will work together with that. All the people, they have a comment.
Despite his strong belief in a victory for Manny Pacquiao, he acknowledged that he is deeply worried for the boxing legend as he gets ready to return to the ring at the age of 46 for his fight with Floyd Mayweather in 2015. He said, "He's Pacquiao. He's the Jordan of boxing, it's that simple." In his defeat to Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao claimed that a right shoulder issue kept him from giving it his all. Additionally, Pacquiao's desire to receive an anti-inflammatory shot in his dressing room prior to the bout was turned down by Nevada officials. The Nevada Athletic Commission chairman stated Saturday night that Pacquiao was at fault for the decision because he neglected to disclose his injury earlier. Pacquiao stated, "It's part of the game."
Go back to before the Mayweather fight. Just take us back through what happened to your shoulder. Was it about 3 weeks before when you tore your rotator cuff?
My shoulder has been bothering me since 2009.
It's difficult to fight one-handedly, and although promoter Bob Arum and Pacquiao trainer Freddie Roach were evasive about the injury's specifics, they acknowledged that they thought about delaying the fight a few weeks ago. "I thought he fought a courageous fight under all the circumstances, and I'm very proud of what he accomplished tonight," Arum said. According to Arum, Pacquiao suffered an injury sometime in the middle of March that was identical to Kobe Bryant's ailment, in which Bryant tore his rotator cuff in January, ending his Los Angeles Lakers season.
Then I just handle it every training, but it just happened that maybe their training, we push harder than any training that we had in the past. So that's what happened. It get hurt and then but we actually managed that after maybe 2 weeks, about 2 weeks before the fight, and then 3 weeks.
Although Arum did not specify whether that was the injury he was referring to, he did state that Pacquiao saw the same physician who treated Brian Arum. Pacquiao's camp believed he would be permitted to receive an anti-inflammatory shot because he had received similar treatment during training, and the shots had also been authorized by the U.S. anti-doping agency. However, Arum claimed that Top Rank had submitted false documentation regarding the injury, and the Nevada Commission had rejected the request for a shot. The requests for authorization to take the shot and to have a personal physician by Pacquiao's side were turned down because, according to Francisco Aguilar, chairman of the Nevada Athletic Commission, the Pacquiao team did not reveal the ailment until Saturday night.
The fight is, the pain is gone, so I able to raise my hands and move.
But did they say it was torn at that point?
The doctor said that there's a torn a little bit, but
We were unaware of his condition until 6:30 p.m. tonight, according to Aguilar, who rendered the decision. His medical questionnaire revealed the meds he was taking, but not the nature of the ailment. The Nevada Athletic Commission rejected Manny Pacquiao's request to receive an anti-inflammatory shot in his dressing room prior to his fight with Floyd Mayweather. After speaking with NSAC medical consultant Dr. Timothy Traynor and learning about the request, I decided not to grant it given the timing of the request. This isn't our first fight. This is our business. There is a process, and trying to tamper with it won't work for you. Despite Pacquiao's limitations, it seems like his staff felt the fighter could compete without the shot. Arum stated that he had no regrets about using Pacquiao's less than full strength in the fight.
If you decide to get operated after the fight, then it's okay, but it can be healed
With time.
with time.
Yes.
If you even need operation, but when I realized, the doctor said that, but in every training that you...
Athletes fight and get harmed all the time. Arum stated that we were disappointed when the injury flared up again in the third round because we thought the shoulder work he had done during training would allow him to use his right hand. However, this is a common occurrence in sports. When a guy gets hurt during training, he treats the injury and believes he has overcome it, but then he gets hurt again during the match. Mayweather agreed with his former promoter, pointing out that he fought with injuries to both of his arms and hands. If Pacquiao had won, the only thing I could have said was, I have to show respect and say he was the better man. During his post-fight press conference, Mayweather stated,
will come back, the pain.
So against Floyd in the ring that night, did you feel handicapped where you couldn't throw with that,
You know,
that
it's,
hand?
I feel like, disappointed in myself because when I'm throwing punches in the fourth round,
both of my hands and arms were hurt, but as I've already stated, I always managed to prevail. Pacquiao's injury was revealed after the fight, which gives the idea of a rematch a legitimate angle. Although Mayweather was proud of his fighter's perseverance despite injury, he was frustrated with Pacquiao's inability to carry out his game plan, especially his inability to throw a right hook. Pacquiao clearly only used a portion of his usual punch output during the fight, and his inability to use his right hand consistently made it easier for Mayweather to control the fight. It was a very close fight. We'd love to do it again, Roach added, but perhaps that will happen in the future.
yeah, because he's leaning on the rope and attacking him, starting my pressure to him. But I feel like when I throw my hands, I feel like I cut my hands. I feel like I don't have my right hand, so
Got it.
so
So
I
you're
feel
basically fighting with one arm, one hand.
Then, boxer Manny Pacquiao was sued for failing to disclose a shoulder injury during his fight of the century against Floyd Mayweather Jr., according to Reuters. Stephan Vannell and Cami Rabrin filed the lawsuit in a federal court in Nevada, seeking $5 million in damages under consumer protection laws and class action status on behalf of ticket purchasers, pay-per-view television viewers, and fight gamblers. American in their unification welterweight fight in Las Vegas, Mayweather defeated Filipino Pacquiao by unanimous decision, maintaining his undefeated record. The contest was the highest-grossing boxing match in history.
And then I feel no pain because of, I think because of your adrenaline is high. So, but I feel like I don't have a arm in I feel like it's cut.
Cut off.
Yeah, cut off.
I
yeah.
got it.
And
So
my right
despite that, did you feel like you still...
However, an hour after the bout, Pacquiao's promoter claimed the boxer had injured his shoulder during training. According to NPR's Tom Goldman, Pacquiao had requested a pain-killing shot prior to the bout, but the Nevada Athletic Commission had refused since he had submitted a form claiming he wasn't injured. Pacquiao promoter Bob Arum said yesterday night, Pacquiao should have gotten the shot because in Arum's words papers were filed 5 days ago asking for medication for the shoulder injury and that the commission was well aware that Pacquiao was hurt. Commission Chairman Francisco Aguilar declared at the very end of the news conference that Pacquiao would allegedly have surgery this week for a rotator cuff problem, refuting what Arum had claimed.
Fight on points because he ran from you so much?
When I reviewed the fight, I threw a lot of punches than him, and then I connected more than he connected. But you know, like I said, I know how to accept loss.
According to World Boxing Council President Mauricio Suleiman, Pacquiao can afford a fine and possibly a suspension for the lack of disclosure, as he has a salary of over $100 million and a protracted recuperation period following shoulder surgery, the Associated Press adds. Pacquiao has a Nevada State Athletic Commission license and has completed all the necessary medical examinations to receive a new professional license.
Go.
However, a number of boxing fans are still worried about the possible health risks Pacquiao may encounter as he prepares for a comeback. That's all for now. To receive the best news, events, and happenings in the boxing world, follow us on YouTube and remember to enable notifications so you can be informed when we post high-quality content like this.